Hey George, how you doing? It's Paul. Hey, so rather than sending an email because my emails aren't totally clear, and also you don't like reading them, I send these little voice messages, and I sometimes even don't want to call you because it's better I record it, and then you can play it back a few times, and then we can do a call afterwards. And so I talked to Valor, and actually she's got to go out of town to see. She's got someone going with her mother, but actually she's a smart girl, and she said, "Paul, I can't do anything because you don't have any sales tools created. So why don't you create the sales tools? I'll go fix my mother, and when I come back, give me the tools, and I'll get the job done." So she's correct. And one thing I wanted to point out to you is that you've got two different products. Obviously, you got the consumer, day, and then you got the groups. And being in Miami, knowing the economy is going to be hopefully strong for the next few years, obviously with the third boat, I think that's the biggest, lowest hanging fruit. And so I'd like to focus on that for the short term. And what I'm going to recommend is a lot of tour companies, they have a little thing on their website that says groups and a different name and a phone number. And what you need to do is have a totally separate website and have the image that, hey, we take people out on these boats and that's all we do because it's so popular for groups coming to Miami that we got to line up along. So you don't want to mix the two images. But there's another reason why you want to do that. It's because I mentioned this before, this retargeting, which you gave me approval of $100 to start on the consumer line. But as me and you both know, it's way more cost effective or higher return to retarget a guy that came onto your group website for Thriller. He's a busy guy, a DMC, he leaves, and then he goes off to Facebook that night, and there's, hey, check out the Thriller videos again. And so that's where we want to get that set up. Oh, and obviously, the first is we're going to get some images shot and a new video, and but we're going to put together a PDF, and you got to figure out all the rates and capacities and all the different add-ons that you can do if they want to do an airboat ride. We've got videos for a lot of these things, so you can kind of be perceived as a one-stop shop for the top activities. And while we get that together, we'll put the website together at the same time, and then we'll set up the retargeting. And then once that's all in place, then we get a hold of Val and say, Val, here's the brochure, here's the website, and go for it and start making the calls. And in order for this to get together, if you can send me what you send to DMC right now, and don't be embarrassed, or if it's hardly anything or nothing, just tell me that. And then we've got to work through. And do you have the rates if someone wants to do the three boats? I'm sure you do and stuff. And get me as much information, every piece of information to do with the group business, and most importantly, I'm going to put it down here, is the testimonials. And if you don't have that many, then can we call some past customers and get a verbal testimonial? And then what we can actually do is just have you know, have text flying up or stuff like that. So review that over, George, and then you can get a hold of me anytime on Wednesday. I'm in the office all day, but I'm 3 hours behind you. I'm on the West Coast out here, and let's get things rolling. Thanks.